Today is 26th of March. Market trade slightly higher before it succumbed to selling in the first hour. Towards the end of the day, managed to recover some lost ground, trading a bottoming tail with comparable volume, down 17 points to close at 2487. Now today pullback is not unexpected after yesterday's strong move. Yesterday market actually moved up 148 points. So today pullback is not unexpected. Now going forward, this high volume bar will offer some resistance between 2006 to 2007. Now after the rebounds has fizzled out, we expect another wave of selling, and it's important to observe whether the market will take out this low here, which is at 2200. Taking out this low would be negatives. However, if market manage to actually trade a higher lows, we do expect reversal. Now after a severe sell down like this, market actually need a period of cooling off, and this cooling off will take some time. Now I received a number of questions whether it's time to actually buy. Now this is just a bounce, so it's not a trend reversal. Now if you take a look at some of the major moving averages, it's pretty obvious. These are the major moving averages, the 50, 100s and the 200s. If you notice, they are all directional, pointing downwards. Now we need to do something like this. This is 2016. We need to do something like this, and that takes some time before it actually recover. Unless market is doing something similar to this, it is not advisable to actually trade on the long side. Now trading rebound is very tricky unless you have the time. If not, it's better to look for setup to short. Markets will remain very choppy and volatile. Now let's turn our attention to some of the stock we have been discussing, in particular the REITs. This is Maple Industry. This happens to be the daily charts. Notice we have very strong bounce, and today trades a bottoming tail with lower volume, generally positive. It may well have some more upward move, but remember this is just a bounce. Looking at the weekly chart, this is how it looked like. Extremely long bar. This extension bar is clear sign that it's probably towards the end, and we have extremely high volume, so it's not unexpected to have a bounce. The 13-26 week moving averages are downward pointing, so at this point in time it's just too early to actually go long. Likewise for Maple Logistic. Now these are a couple of stocks we'll be discussing. Notice a severe sell down. Again, it's likely to be very volatile, so not advisable to at this point in time to actually go long. Ascendus India Trust. This is a stock we'll be discussing for quite some time. These are very strong REITs. Now remember, right now we are just experiencing a bounce, and this is extremely bearish, this wide range, or rather this extension bar. Another stock we'll be discussing for quite some time is Parkway Life. Again, if you notice, we have two extension bar and we are bottoming tail, so this is towards the end of the move, so we expect a bounce. Now remember, this is just a bounce. You need time to normalize. Fraser Logistic, again pretty obvious. Alright, so it's not advisable to actually trade the REITs at this moment, despite there are a lot of research houses recommending to accumulate at this point in time. Now let's take a look at the airline related stocks. This is SETS. Again, we have severe sell down and a now very strong bounce, and today still managed to trade a new high with very good volume. So again, we do expect some upward move. Now we see that in SIA Engineering as well. Notice the wide range bar with very high volume. So again, wait for it to finish this bounce, and perhaps we can look for setup to short. SIA Engineering currently hot, pending announcement. So you notice yesterday itself we have a very nice move, but again this is just counter trend move.